Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. In the last episode, we made some pretty good progress towards getting the Dragon Soul up and running. We got the recipe for the inactive dragon egg, the non-hatchable dragon egg. There's some manual stuff we have to do there, sadly, but it's alright. And I believe we automated the focus of summoning, which involved automating a little bit of Airs Nouveau recipe stuff. We did some good stuff. I'm happy with the last episode. Just in between last episode, or I guess before recording this episode, I was setting up this guy here, which is some lumber bees that we already had, with an otherworld wood. I realized we were running quite low, and in theory, this should get us some otherworldly logs, I'm guessing. Like, if I look here, it shows that the lumber bee can make an otherworld wood, so that's what I'm banking on. It says for the flowers that it uses logs, so I've placed the log in here. I've placed the bees in there. Filled it with upgrades. We'll cross our fingers, see how that goes. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because this episode, I want to try to automate this empty soul gem. Now, we've tried to automate occultism in the past to varying degrees of success. And what I thought I'd do, just off camera, you like this, is make the area that we're working with look nice. Now, I don't think this is the ritual that we need, right, for this recipe. But this is a problem, right? This is another ritual we tried to automate. I thought we did. Clearly we didn't. It's got some a few problems. So we'll fix that up. I'm just currently working on the frame here. Apparently you can place chalk on glass, so it looks very nice with how we've got it set up. And yeah, I'm sort of just banking on this wood so that I can finish the design. Otherwise, let's be real, it's never going to be finished. So I'll dump some time into this and just check to see if it's working. So we'll make sure we hit the beehive down here. I'm going to full speed it. Oh, and as you can see, it's already dropping some stuff. Yeah, stacks of otherworld logs. This is honestly one of my... I really like this setup that we have with just the funnels dumping the stuff on the ground and then this guy picking them up. It's pretty good. As long as you've got infinite storage or you know that you've got spots for everything to go, including, don't forget, the Easter eggs that are falling around the place. Oh, what have we done over here? Was that the last episode? No, this was another episode. I don't know. There's stuff everywhere. But yeah, cool. So that's getting us some logs, lots of logs. Honestly, a phenomenal amount. So I can finish off this little design here. It's a little bit scuffed, but it'll be fine. All right, so I'll quickly finish that off camera, I guess, and then I'll be back. Alright, I didn't really know how to go about with the entrance, but it looks nice. I went for andesite on the floor since occultism uses a bit of that. And here we are, right? We've got a nice little area to work with. We can work around it. We've got room up top. We've got room below. I'm probably going to get rid of this tree. We need to get rid of anything that's in the way that's going to be ever so slightly annoying. Because we're going to do this and we're going to do it right. Okay? So, here's my thoughts. The tricky part in this entire situation is the activation of the book. There is a book that needs to be placed on, and that's pretty much it. It needs to be placed on, and then you have to give it a few seconds for the ritual to actually begin, and then it doesn't matter if it's right-clicked again. The problem is, if you right-click it on and off, you just take the book off, the ritual does not begin. Cool. Now, one option is that you put the books in with the crafting recipe. The problem with that is each book has a different little name that goes along with it, like Jolcrothorn and Murmimur, and these are all different. They all count as different books, and in my experience, it's not a pretty sight. So, all we need to do is have one book reliably enter here per recipe. That should be the easiest thing ever. And I'm not sure when we set this up, but I'm pretty sure we've done essentially that over here. So with blood magic, what we needed is we needed one item to go in at a time. Only one item. Towards the end of it, we got to the point where we could do, stacks at once. But we only needed one item. And we did have... I actually forgot we even set up this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, cool. But that's essentially what this does. If I search for a slate, and I order a blank slate... You ready? Boom. It puts one on, and... I'll show it when we put in multiple at once to make sure it works. But the ritual begins. You can see the blood happening. the particle effects. This is a lot slower than I remember. Ta-da! Done. Now, if we were to click this in order 10, what happens? Let's have a look. Oh, as you can see at the top, 1 stone enters, despite there being a bunch of stones remaining. Now, the Blood Altar will accept multiple things at once if it is offered multiple things at once. But if we watch this, 1 more stone. So, does that solve our problem? Not really. But possibly. Yeah. You know what? That might not fix our problem, but I won't lie. I remembered our previous setup that we did have over there before you guys suggested the modular router, and we may have to do something like that over here. As for what that was, it used a... Oh, well, yeah. It used a pedestal, a display pedestal, or honestly, any pedestal, because these guys only accept 1 item at a time. See? Most of the time. Sometimes you can glitch it out to have more, but typically it only lets 1 item at a time. Meaning this is essentially, because it stores the item within it, this is essentially a chest with 1 inventory slot. That's the other way of looking at this. Now, there might be a chest that has 1 inventory slot, but I don't know what it is. It used to be the Dirt Chest 9000. Isn't that what it used to be? Dirt Chest. But I don't necessarily think that exists anymore. I can search just 9000. No. So yeah, that's possibly our little solution there. Currently, let's try to remember what we've got. We have a receiver here. We have a modular router with a book. When it receives the redstone, it will distribute the book over there. Cool. And then what happens over here? Oh, we've even got a transmitter here. So that allows stuff to get taken out. So the wormhole. We've got a comparator that checks if there's a book. And if there is a book, it emits redstone somewhere. Okay. And then what do we have down here? Another receiver to tell this guy to use the book. Okay. First things first. Let's see if the system is in fact broken. It looks pretty broken. But in the past, I've seen some of our setups break for no good reason. You know what I mean? Like just when the server restarts or something like that, it breaks. But in matter of fact, it sort of works. And there might just be a small thing we need to fix. So let's... This also is just all over the place of a setup. I'm sure we can do it nicer. Let's search. I think we're after some sort of wormhole. Stable wormhole. I'm going to order one and see if it works. All the ingredients show up. There is a book under here. And the book just needs a bit of redstone, or the modular router needs a bit of redstone to tell it to work. Redstone mode high. I might change that to pulse. Oh, but no, we've got to set up here to where if there's a thing in there, output redstone into the transmitter. The transmitter is... Well, it doesn't really say what it is. Yeah, maybe that broke. It's entirely possible. What are these guys? They don't really say. Transmitter, receiver, Wait, so what are we after? What's going on here? Oh, wait, no, this is a comparator. So when that goes there, that goes there. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We're good. Let me try this. So this redstone receiver. Let's, oh, it's getting picked up, hasn't it? Oh, God. Receiver. Yeah, it's just, it might have been one of these. Either way, we'll grab the unset one. We'll right-click it here. Set to channel 6. And we'll go ahead and chuck this guy back under. And see if that works. So we'll place, you know what? I guess we'll get, otherworldly wood. And we'll slap that here so that we can place this guy facing up. And there we go. I'm going to set this... I mean, he's set on redstone. If you receive redstone, run. He has a book within him. Book of Binding Foliot. That should allow us to do the ritual in question. We'll just go ahead and double check by swiping through here. Stable wormhole. Ender pearl. Nether quartz. It should work. The ritual should be good. I don't think I've broken any chalk. Okay. Direction is up. Right click. Always continue. Obviously it needs the redstone to happen, but it should be receiving redstone. What's the other option? The other option is that we just bring this guy back a little bit. transmitter. We want the channel 6 transmitter. Place that guy the opposite direction. Channel 6. It looks like he began anyway. I don't know where he's getting that redstone from, but he got it. He sure got it. Yeah, so we're going to place this here. And I guess we'll just place a bit of redstone in between. Maybe that's all it needs. I don't know. But regardless, this has allegedly begun. You can see the particle effects there. If I want to, I can time a bottle of... Oh, I've already got that on me. Now, the whole point of this ritual is for the ATM star. It's used in the pulsating black hole. But obviously, if we have this working reliably, then we're good. Then we're good. Then we can, you know, try something else. Try to do the other thing, the soul gem. Because it looks like a confusing setup, but it should be easy. It's just... If anything, I should name these. You know what I mean? Like, this should be a... how did I name it before? I swear, what was I naming before? Was it the receiver that I was naming? The transmitter? Oh. Optional name of this redstone channel. So, if I call this one... book activate and click enter or click away. Book activate is the name of this channel, and that should trigger this guy down here. Where are they getting this name from? What's the point of the name? I'm not too sure. Okay, so that recipe's done. As you can see, the redstone's applied again. This guy down here should be receiving the high redstone. There is a little bit of lag on the server, so there is a delay between the book activating regardless, right? We go stable wormhole. We order a second one. All the ingredients show up. We give it a little bit of time. The other problem is this guy isn't pulsed to insert next set, which is kind of a problem. I won't lie, it is a problem. And it's an easily fixed problem, so we'll just fix it. We're going to go ahead and... How do I do this? Right click on a matter transmitter or other redstone receiver to link. Okay, but I don't want to accidentally rebind that one, so I might just grab a... Can we get a fresh receiver? Yeah, cool. Boom. Channel 6. Are they all channel 6? That's not good, is it? That seems very not good. Is that the problem? What? Transmitter. Channel 8. Channel 6 and channel 8. Okay, we've clearly got a problem here. I'm going to grab all of my receivers out that are channel 6 and channel 8. Okay. So what do we have? Oh my god. 2 receivers. Channel 8. These ones are channel 6. They should stack. They're not. Sure. And then we have 1 transmitter, which is also channel 8. So the channel 8 transmitters should link together. They should be... Channel 8 transmitter should be that. With... with this guy. Right? I don't even want to know what that guy was. That guy was a channel 6. So... This guy will be told to send a book when he has redstone, which will be when the finished product is in here. Perfect. That sounds good to me. On top of that, with this other receiver, we can say, hey, when that happens as well, just, hey, while you're there, send redstone here. Set this guy to pulse inserts next set, so he'll receive the redstone when the recipe's done. Then the redstone will end. Da da da, bada bing. But then what's happening to this guy? That's what I'm not too sure about. He should be channel 6. And he should be doing his thing. It's very strange, isn't it? Alright, well. I've got my channel 6 receivers. So I'm going to break this. This is a channel 6 receiver that I have. I'm going to right click this again. Yep, the channel is set to channel 6. I'm going to slap it there. Should be redstone applied, and it should work. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. I mean, at this point, I'm tempted to just use the player simulator. What are our ideas? What are we thinking? What do you reckon? I'm thinking maybe this one needs like a little bit of redstone in between. But like, I don't know if I can easily do that. Do we have any sort of redstone that can go up a wall? Do we have like that redstone wire? Usually redstone alloy can make a little fancy wire, right? Got some pretty interesting blocks there. What's this stuff? Red alloy wire. Beautiful. Let's let's give that a shot. So I'm going to place this here onto the ground. We're going to place our receiver there. And that should already be lit up. That is a channel 6. So the fact that it's not is possibly a highlight of the bigger issue. Let's place a redstone in front of it. Okay, so the redstone's attached. Why aren't you lighting up though? Channel 6. I'm grabbing an unset one. Channel set to 6. Channel 6. Receiving redstone. I'm not crazy, right? He's receiving redstone. And then he should output the redstone. But he's not. What am I missing? Receiver. Receives the signal. Transmitter. Transmits the signal. Blue arrow pointing inwards. Should send the signal there. If I break this, there's no signal. If I place this, there is a signal. Okay. Okay. Half. Have you begun? You've begun. So I can, if I were to put something else in here, like say an andesite, the redstone turns on. It broke it, which is fine. It's okay that it's broken. But the redstone's good now. What? Okay. And then the redstone's off. Awesome. Awesome. And then I chuck in an andesite. That gets taken out. Allows the new book to come in. It instantly gets activated. No longer activated. We're good. This is automated. This is perfectly fine. Yeah. We've done it. Yeah, we've actually done it. We've only gone and done it. Beautiful. Cool. And I've learned. We're ready for the next one. So the empty soul gem is done on a Strigior's higher binding. In comparison, just because we might be able to reuse it, the stable wormhole is done on an Isivius spectral compulsion. So we're going to need this guy. Cool. Let's search at occultism. Let's grab the dictionary of spirits. Let's see, can we look this up or something? So what do we want to do? We want to head over to one of these rituals. In fact, I believe there's a page that has them all, and I always forget where it is, but it's there. It's somewhere. You guys will see it in a soul gem. Okay. Here's the ritual. Okay, here's the page. And here it is. So it is white and yellow and pink. Now, you might notice that it kind of lines up here. The only difference is that we actually place in like pink in the corners. I'm trying to figure out the best way to show this off. Yeah, look here. So, hold on. F3D should clear the chat. There we go. So as you can see, we've got the 4 whites in the middle. We've got the yellows on the corners. So that's the same. We've even got the whites in the corners of, like on these bits. Right? There and there. And then it's just a ring of pink around with a couple of other little bits. The candles stay there. So, in theory, we could have both rituals take place in the same area, I think. Now, with that being said, we might just make a second one. Because we can. It's probably easier, and I say probably easier because I would have to move stuff. I would have to move this over, which isn't the end of the world. I would have to move the cable around a bit. This guy might be able to stay there. Look, it's should I try it? That would just mean that both rituals take place here, meaning both of them go in there. Yeah, you know what? It should be fine. I think it'll be fine. Maybe. I'm a little bit concerned about it. That guy can go underneath, actually. Let's go demagnetizer. Boom. This guy can go under And that's perfect. Set the wire level up a bit. Beautiful. Yeah, we can do it here, I think. And I'm gonna try to. We're gonna see if this actually works that way. So I'm gonna right click on this guy. That sets it in place. So now we just, oh yeah, I'll have to move this around as well. That's okay. It's probably for the better. Okay, so chalk. I have purple chalk on me. Beautiful. So boom, 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 pow, boom. Obviously these guys are going to have to be rerouted. Thankfully, although it doesn't look the greatest, that is an option. Chalk, chalk, chalk. Cool. Oh, these don't even have to be moved. Oh, it's a lot less work than it was going to be. Oh yeah, that's fine. This chest has to be moved, as well as this stuff here. Is kind of a problem. Not gonna lie, just a ever so slightly problem. I'm gonna start by picking up this guy, because he's obviously the mastermind behind all of our stuff going into the wrong spot. And then anything tricky here? Nearest first on when powered. Yeah, let's just move it like over there. So pick you up. We'll just go bit by bit so we don't get too overwhelmed. You go here, you go there, you go here. What? You know? Come on. This is. I feel really happy about this because I think we've actually nailed the automation part. Part of me is tempted to just rebuild it anyway because I feel like that would have gone better. I need the wrench. That would have been better for showing you guys how it works, but I can go over it again if we want, just to make sure that everyone's on the same page. That guy needs to be that way. Yeah, there we go. So comparator sends redstone there, also sends redstone this way. That goes into this guy here, which is a transmitter. This guy, you want to click the furthest part of the block. It's not about where you're standing. It's about the part of the block you click on. So if I click on it facing this direction, or if I click on it facing this direction, as long as I'm looking at this side of the block, the arrow will be on the other side. With the receiver, it's the opposite. You want to place it facing like the closest side to you. So the transmitter, you place away. The other one, you place close. Away is not the right way to say it, because it's not like stairs. You know what I mean? Where stairs... most of you guys know what I'm saying, but stairs, it doesn't matter which part of the block you look at. It will always place it based on where you're standing, right? Whereas if I grab the transmitter, if I look at this part of it, the arrow's on that side. If I look at that side, the arrow's on this side. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different, but a little bit similar. Cool. So you're hooked up. I will put the redstone in between because that was a great way to figure out that it was actually working, or not working. Do that. Cool. That should be good. That should still be the right network. All the stuff over here should still be fine. You might be a problem. Probably not. Hopefully not. Sweet. Cool. All that's left now is to put a bit of chalk here or here. There. Yeah, cool. And then these, which are spirit-attuned crystals. Now, spirit-attuned crystals cost these spirit-attuned gems, which are made, you guessed it, by throwing a diamond into a spirit fire. Or, I guess, by doing a lot of high-effort stuff. This is a lot better. This is a lot easier. You know what? You know what? I won't make more, just in case they do change it. It'll be fun to try to do it the proper way. But yeah, cool. So that's the ritual done. Now, how do we allow for both the rituals to work? Well, first things first, let's search the stable wormhole and make sure that this still works, because let's have a look. That shows up. Hopefully, see, why is that not happening? Why is the redstone, he just gives up. He's like, I tried. What can we do here? It's not even, yeah, what can we do here to have that happen? I almost need it to be a delayed, I need it to be a pulse extender? A pulse extender might be able to do it. Powered toggle latch, that won't do it. Create has some really awesome stuff here. Powered toggle latch. Powered latch. Powered latch could do it. I don't really know what's the difference between a powered latch and just redstone. What's the difference? Powered latches are redstone controllable levers. If it receives the pulse, it will turn on. Oh, if it's at the back. And okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Like, what is this? Because do I just need a block update? Is it bugged out like that? No, it doesn't seem to care. And yet, if I pick that up and place it, I know it's going to work. Look, nothing down there. Something down there. The reason it turns off is obviously there's nothing still in there. Wait a second. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why have you guys let me do this? Hold on. Let's go down here. Ignore everything that is broken. Why don't I just place this guy? I'm gonna have to wipe him and place him again, but like, I'll just do that. Why am I making it so difficult? You guys were probably screaming that a while ago, like why not just do the thing? And that's just this anyway. Oh, we could do that with integrated dynamics, like inventory check and stuff. But that should work. That should get it done either way. All right, I'll put a little bit of time into this. Get that guy cooking. There we go. By the time we're done setting up automation for this, we're going to have enough made for the star anyway. But that's not the fun. All right, so. You ready? Yep, he's doing the cool thing. Wow, look at him go. Oh. I didn't put the picker-upper. Yeah, the picker-upper kind of needs to be over here. So I think I actually have to bring all that stuff underground. That's okay. We can do that. Let's yeah, cool. All right. Little bit silly, but that is okay. Nothing we can't fix up. Let's jump under here. All right, cool. So the chest will go here. It will receive the item. So for example, that. Awesome. This guy will go here since we can access it from the side. I'm hoping the redstone doesn't apply to it. It honestly might. So we may have to do it on this side. Is what I'm thinking. We'll do that. We'll place, I don't know, andesite here. Cool. Then we will place andesite here. Wonderful. We're going to place you there. We're going to place you there. We're going to rotate you. Oh. Yeah. Okay. And then I kind of need all that on the other. Oh, God. I'm just going to have to rebuild it, aren't I? I think so. What are they? They are full delay, is what it looks like. That's fine. It's fixable. Alrighty, so we've got our repeaters. They're on full delay. We've got redstone going back into this guy, which will be redstone activated. Nearest first, obviously. Then this one will head up north, or whatever direction this is, east, with a little bit more tiny redstone. Don't really know how we lost all of that. But that will go here. Cool. Into an andesite. Into a redstone transmitter. And that guy is the one that tells it to put another thing back in there. So that should be good. All this guy needs is the dim chest, which will go there. And that should work perfectly. We should be good once more. Let's come back up here. Go back into the real size. And that should still work. So if I go ahead and drop this. Oh, we might have two problems. Because that then puts in the Book of Binding Foliot. This guy needs the Book of Binding Genie. Oh. Okay. Alright. New problem. Either we do the different ritual. That's the easy option, okay? The easy out is I do this ritual somewhere else. And we just have two separate recipes going. The tricky part is what we're going to do right now. How do we make it work? How do we brute force this? How do we make it work? Okay. I need... Yeah, okay. It is doable. I'm just trying to think of like what's the most reliable and easiest way for me to do it. One option is that I have this guy work on a redstone, right? So we can chuck in a whatchamacallit. I can't even think. That one down there does not need to be near us, by the way, but that's fine. We're chucking a diamond. We set it up so that it can... Oh, well, not even a diamond. We just set it up so it needs redstone. We have an inventory reader scan this guy for an item. For example, we scan it for quartz. Quartz is not in this recipe, but it's in the wormhole recipe. If quartz is detected, redstone is applied to both this and this. Then that allows us to remove that transmitter, not needed, because it will receive redstone once the crafting recipe goes in, as opposed to just always waiting for the crafting recipe. Cool. That's a problem solved. Second, yeah. We could also just set up a second crafter that leads into a second chest that's still connected to the same pipes. And then we just have a scanner say, hey, if items are in this, pulse that guy. If items are in the other thing, pulse the other thing. That works even better. That's a much simpler thing than setting up lists and stuff. We can do it pretty standard. So, for example, we chuck a barrel here. We grab our cable. We chuck that there. We make sure to set him to also be extract. We chuck in our gold pipe upgrade. We chuck in our pipe upgrade. We want this guy to be set to round robin, so one will go in each. And this will just piggy off these. Perfect. Next. No, because then I would have to make sure that both of these don't run at the same time. That's too tricky for me to do, I think. I think I'd rather... We're going to do it the hard way. Hey, guys, I tried. So first of all, this guy is not needed anymore. This guy has the stuff, which is cool, but he's not needed. Instead, we're going at integrated. We need an inventory reader. This guy's going to detect the items in the chest. We are obviously going to get a redstone writer. Specifically, I would like 2, which is awesome. We got them. We will need logic cables. So we will attempt to craft these. Let's search, I can't even think of this. Mineral blocks. Can I get a stack? No. Can I get 1? Yes. We take the little wins, guys. We take the little wins. Boom, boom. Logic cable. I really need to automate that properly as well. All right, cool. So, inventory reader goes here. Redstone writer goes there. We connect them. Awesome. Next up, we grab a variable card. And we grab 3. We also will need a variable store. So this guy, for example, can go there. He'll just connect them up. You can just connect it anywhere. What we're going to do is one of these variable cards is going to check the items. Aspect items. Get a list of the items in the inventory. Cool. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a piece of nether quartz. We're going to grab out our logic programmer. We're going to go item, chuck in our nether quartz, and click variable card. So there we go. Variable card, list of items, and nether quartz item itself. So this variable card depends on what's in there. This variable card always represents nether quartz. Next, we're going to do contains. Now, there's 2 contains here, or 2 options that just say contains. One is if a string contains another string. That's not what we're after. So if a text contains another text, whatever. What we want is this one. If a list contains a something. So we can go in here, and I can do if this list contains, and then here's my problem. Do I click that? No. I click this. Yeah, so if our list contains nether quartz, output a redstone signal. That's what this one is. So we put in our 2 informations, right? Our list and our item. And then we say, hey, if that is true, output a redstone signal. And that should work. So if there's quartz in here, this guy will receive what he wants. Now, currently, there's nothing in there. We can chuck that guy away, whatever. Let's have a look. If I were to place a quartz in there, it didn't work. But it could. It might just need speed upgrades. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Can I receive you? Awesome. So I'm going to try this again. Nether quartz. Nether quartz goes in, and the book shows up to play. Awesome. If we wanted to, and we could, we could set this up in such a way that this guy will only output a redstone like once this guy. So in other words, hook up this pipe to only run when this guy receives redstone. You know what I mean? That way we know for sure that it's received the signal. Or even just adding a repeater, because sometimes it will just do a quick little pulse, whereas you want that pulse to stay long enough, or you want your machine to be fast enough, if that makes sense. Possibly setting this to pulse would work as well. We can try. Ugh. You know when you're having a great day, and then someone just ruined... Boon of the Earth 4. Hey, listen. Thanks for stopping by. I will... You know what? I appreciate you. This is the first time that it hasn't been the worst deal the world has ever heard of. Alright. And then that's you done. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So you're going to go in there. Can I just maybe... Can I just... Oh! No. Okay. Can I maybe possibly... No, I think there's a way to do it. You're meant to be able to shift and do it with the soul vial, I'm pretty sure. What's our other option? The yoinker. The yoinker might be able to do it. Yoink. Alright, cool. Enjoy your stay. Alright, so yeah, let's give this a proper shot. So we've got our nether quartz. If we chuck that in, it should receive a pulse. And that should be enough for it to work. Yeah, cool. Alright, so. The stable black hole recipe will still work. Allegedly. So now we just need to do this recipe, this guy here. So we're going to need this book. Now this book is made out of this book, and this book is made out of this recipe here. So we'll go ahead and add that as an option. I'm trying to think, like, is there an easy way to have this guy do both recipes? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. What we can do though is grab some blocks like these and build a little layer here. I know it looks a little bit silly, but I think it's worthwhile. And then just set this guy up here. So we'll go crafter. We just need a tier 1. It doesn't need to be too crazy. Come on. Oh, it's done. Cool. That guy can go there, whatever. We'll grab an exporter. Cool. He gets a crafting card, of course. Crafting upgrade, if you will. Boom. You'll go there. You'll go there. You're going to receive this thing, the Book of Ginny. Now, that thing we don't have. Book of... Yeah, we don't have that automated just yet, but we can do it. Are all of these really stacking? Interesting. Maybe it would have worked with refined storage if I just had the thing in the... Either way, it's fine. We'll do it our way. So we'll grab this guy. Cool. So we've got that recipe. I think he can... I mean, it's just a crafting recipe, so it should just craft it. I don't think it's processing, so it won't actually matter. It won't break. Yeah, cool. So, alright, that's working. So he's filling up, which is fine. We want to put in our dictionary real quick. We're going to click remember. That way, if the dictionary is removed for whatever reason, it's still fine. We then want to put in the recipe of this. We want to make sure that our dictionary remains in the inventory, and we click apply. So X to C makes the dictionary remain in there. Cool. We can set it to fast. We can set it to slow. It doesn't really matter. Or at least I don't think it does. I'll let you know if that changes. Put our redstone on, and there we go. So we got some books. Next up, we pretty much want to emulate what we have below. So that is going to be this guy extracting at any speed he wants. He will go into a modular router. Awesome. We will get a distributor, which we will completely wipe. We will say, hey, distributor, you're actually going to place things in this guy if you get the chance. And that's all you need. Nothing else matters. Cool. This guy, we're going to say, hey, before you do anything, you are going to work on a pulse, which means I should be able to take this out and we're all good. The next thing I need to say is redstone rider and logic cables. Cool. So we're going to need a few more variable cards. 1, 2. I think we just need 2. we can, or we should be able to reuse this variable card here. So what is in the soul gem that isn't in our stable wormhole? Let's see if we can load that up. Stable wormhole bookmark. All right, so soul sand. Cool. So, sorry, I'm hitting the mic a bit. Hopefully that's not sounding weird. Yeah, we'll do soul sand. So I'll grab out a piece of soul sand. We're going to grab our portable logic. Item, soul sand. Put that on a variable card. Cool. And then the exact same thing as before. We're going to go to contains. Make sure it's the one that says list. In the little description. Chuck in our list. Chuck in soul sand. If there's soul sand, output a redstone signal. We can then chuck these back in. Everything should work. We can double check. This has a tick next to it saying that it's working. It's false, so it's not outputting redstone. But the variable card will work. It's got everything it needs. And we'll chuck this guy in. And so now this guy has everything he needs. And we're almost done. There is a little bit more work to do. Because you may notice this guy only has 4 modifiers. Or 4 little add-ons. This guy here has 8. So we're going to need 4 more sacrificial bowls. Easily done. These guys can go in the remaining gaps, I suppose. And then we will go entangled block. We'll order 10. We'll use 4. And these should actually go on quite easily, I think. This should be pretty seamless. And it shouldn't matter which ones get used once it begins. Like, they don't have to be placed in a specific order. They just have to be placed on the bowls. Which means I should just be able to do that. And that should just work fine for either recipe. So, shall we? Now, with this setup as well, we don't need... I'm pretty sure we don't need that. I'm pretty sure. I'm somewhat confident. Now, that guy's picking up stuff, which means redstone's getting emitted, which is going to break things a little bit, I think. But the stuff's out now. This guy has nothing in him. Awesome. Everything else should be fine. You're good. You're good. You're filled. I'm pretty sure we're good to go. I'm pretty confident. Let's give it a shot. So, soul gem. Oh, we don't even have the recipe. What do we do for this? We just put the ingredients in? Yeah, it's going to be nice and easy. So we go soul gem, pow. We don't want that. That's 4 items, so that sounds good to me. Cool. Oh. We don't want that. There we go. So we chuck this in. We're sharing the same crafter, so we don't have to rewire the redstone or anything for the next recipe. And if we go soul gem, start, all the items show up. In the perfect world, the book showed up as well. Now, the comparator's not on, which means the book did not show up. Meaning, he either didn't detect the pulse, or... I've ruined it now. Or I think just some speed upgrades we'll chuck in. I think that will solve the problem. I think we'll just chuck some speed upgrades in. So how are you? You're empty. The recipe's begun. Alright, we'll do a few tests, but I'm pretty happy with this. And if this did work the way that I've expected it to work, I'll be happy to end the episode. We'll do another test with this. See if, like, we can craft a new one. And then we'll do a test with... Yes, that's the recipe done. Cool. So I'll search soul gem again. Alright, we'll order another one. I don't really know what happened there, but... soul gem. So... either it got picked up by something else, which this does have a pretty big range, which we can totally lower. We just need to detect probably an extra, yeah. It's possible that picked it up. I didn't pick it up. In terms of other things that can pick it up, there's not really much else. That must have been what happened, I guess. That detects... and then that was also sending the signal. You know what? No, yeah, that should be fine. Because all that should do... Oh. Wait, no. Wait. Wait a second. Wait, yeah, that controls the crafter, doesn't it? Hold on. That still doesn't explain where my soul gem went. It just explains why it didn't work. Transmitter. So which transmitter was it? Oh, I don't know now. Hold on. What are you? You're gonna get picked up as well. Okay. This is fine. I'm gonna grab a channel 8 receiver. And I'm gonna place down a channel 8 transmitter. And I'm gonna get tiny redstone. How did I mess this up? Oh, we're on such a roll. And then I forgot how my own design works. Boom. Okay, so you're hooked up. No, you need a tiny repeater on max delay. Cool. Okay. The crafter is set up again. So what was the other thing then? The other thing, did I already remove that? The other thing was just that, the comparator. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. I still don't know where the soul gem went. That still is a problem. The fact that there's no soul gem, but that's fine. If I drop one of these, that should kickstart the crafter again. Cool. So this guy should have gotten an item. But as you can see, he didn't. Now this guy has speed upgrades. He's not on eco mode. He's told to transfer out of the router if he receives power or if he receives a pulse. He should have received a pulse. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get another variable card. And I don't actually know how to easily do this. I think what I do is I pick both of these up, which is a little bit annoying. They're going to have to be rebound. Oh, yeah, they got entangled anyway. 1, 2. I'm going to place them here instead. That way I have access to this for redstone. Now, what is actually missing? Can we check that? We've got that one. We've got that one. We've got that one. So that one's missing, which we now have. And for the bottom, we have... I can't even see them from this side. Hold on. For the bottom, we have top left, top right, bottom right. We don't have bottom left, so I'll grab bottom left. Hook him up there. Cool. All right, so that's back in business. Awesome. I'm going to see if we can do this. We were so close. But we're going to try and make sure that this is good to go and safe. We're going to have this guy here. We're going to connect him with logic. And we are going to say... we could honestly just say if it's not empty, output redstone. And like they should all be working on the same speed. You know what I mean? So like that should just work. If I just say, hey, if it's not empty, empty it. But it should now, they should be in sync. We should be good, okay? On when powered. Cool. So, what I might do, so that we don't have to worry about watching the thing happen again, is grab off all of those, and chuck them away, whatever. Cancel that recipe. Cancel both of them. Yeah, I still don't know where that soul gem went. And we'll order another one. Alright. Here goes. Soul gem. Wait. Okay, the modular router is empty. Just want to be sure. Soul gem start. Recipe shows up. It should have worked. It doesn't really have much of an excuse. And yet here it is. Alright, let's do some checks. This guy is hooked up there. Always continue. Transfer out of round robin. That shouldn't be a problem. Blacklist and all that shouldn't matter. I don't believe. I could just set it up to be when it gets redstone. And we'll take that out. And then we'll empty this and we'll try it again. Alright, I've ordered a soul gem. Here we go. Mate, you're kidding me. What have I done wrong here? Soul sand. That is soul sand. Yep. So it is the right stuff. Soul sand, the list. The list of this contains soul sand. Oh, we got an Easter egg. Cool. Redstone, speed. Send the book into the modular router. That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, not a clue. Honestly, not a clue. The only other thing is, like, I'm guessing just more delay here. Now, I can lower it, I guess. I think by doing that. The other option is... I think that's fine. I think we can try this. If I up this to 40, this will wait 2 seconds before doing stuff. The target side, I don't know if that matters, but either way, it's hooked up. Let's try this again. All right, we've ordered it. Let's have a look. The recipes should all go in. And there should be a book. There was a nice delay there. There was a good 2 seconds. Are we sure this is even... Like, if I put another item in there, does that now work? How long is this? Is this... Oh, well, I mean, that's not going to work because it's not soul sand. Oh, is the soul sand going in first? Is that possibly the problem? Yeah, there we go. Soul sand. Soul sand's going there. Yeah, hold on. Is that the first part of the recipe? No, it's the last. Ah, okay. Pulse inserts next set. That's so odd to me. We can still make it work. I'll just have to move things around a little bit. So if we pick this stuff up. Oh, I don't remember which list is which. I mean, this is the first list, so it should be the top one. What we can do is I don't know why it needs to be stone bricks, but it does. This can go here. We can do cable going up here with a redstone rider and a repeater. Like so. That should be fine. Maybe just a little repeater. And then this guy here might be a little trickier. Perhaps we will move him over one to there. He can still receive all this stuff. Don't know what happened to the list. I'm guessing that variable has gone in here, which is a little bit of a problem. This has flint in it. Is that what has flint? What? Do you have flint? No. What is? Okay, so I guess it's not what. What list am I after? None of those. Oh, I've got it on me. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. So I think you go there. You should be the soul sand one. And then this guy will go here. He'll have a rider there with that one, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And same thing. We'll have a repeater with a bit of a delay, not too much of a delay. We'll hope that works. We can set this guy back to pulsed. We can also quickly grab that out. And once again, I'll try it again. All right, we're going to remove this inventory not empty. We're going to clear it. And we're actually going to just duplicate both of these, I think. So we're going to grab this list for the bottom one, this list from the top one. We are going to grab out our logic programmer. We're going to search an OR. And so I think this is what we want. And we want to say, if this one is true, or if this one is true, output a redstone signal. And that's how that should work. The only possible problem I can see is that having these in there, this one won't be able to read it, but it should. Okay, and it does. Awesome. So if either of those are true, meaning if there's nether quartz in there, or if there's soul sand in there, this should turn on. So, let's see. Because I think the detection might take longer or something. I don't know, because it wasn't working. Here we go. If this works, I'm mind blown. But clearly it's not, and I'm actually kind of happy that it's not, because I don't really understand why it's not. The soul sand is there. This should say true. Clearly, I mean, clearly this thing is wrong. Okay, cool. I mean, that's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and clear both of these. And you know what? We'll just do it from scratch. Not completely from scratch. We'll grab out the thing that says soul sand. But the rest of these we'll do from scratch. So once again, we want a list of the items. Why is there a dot? Oh, it's this full second. Oh, yeah, the recipe's still in there. So list of the items. We want to say... I think we messed up when we did the list thing. That's why I was like a little scared that I was going to mess it up, but it seemed to work. But I mean, clearly not. Soul sand. Cool. You and you go in there. I should be able to borrow this guy. I'm hoping he still works. And then I should be able to grab another variable card to do the ore again. So we'll grab that. And we want to save this list or this list. Output redstone. Cool. I think that goes there. I think that goes there. I think that goes there. Yeah. No. What did I just do? Oh, I just broke the thing, didn't I? Hold on. Oh, God. First of all, this one already says false. Why? Does this one say false? They both say false. What's happening here with the soul sand? What? Fine. We'll do silver. like what? What is it on about? Item. Silver. Cool. Yeah. Sure. And then contains, and we want to say if the list contains silver, output redstone. Cool. And so if I place that in there, it says true. Oh, if I place that in there. Okay, that part worked. Awesome. So let's try this now. You good? Yeah, I think you're good. Cool. Okay. So now we'll try the ore again. I don't know what happened there. I genuinely don't know. But I guess it's working. So I guess if you're following exactly what I'm doing, double check that side of things. If you're doing exactly what I'm doing, double check that side of things. Silver, the top one, cool. And then if either are ready, output redstone, boom. Cool. So now the book's in there. That guy should activate once he figures out how to. Okay. We almost had it, and then the episode just got stretched out that little bit further. This should be working. It is receiving redstone. I guess it's just trying to figure out if it actually is working. 4 soul sand. Yep. Copper ingot, silver ingot, diamond, gold ingot. Copper ingot, silver ingot, gold ingot, diamond ingot, and it is all soul sand. It's not soul soil or anything. Alright, well, I mean, it should be working. As for why the bit here hasn't popped up, I'd love to tell you, this does appear to be glowing. You can see the corners are kind of just dark as per usual, but it is quite bright red. So I'm not too sure what's happening. But it doesn't appear to be working. It's possible, did I break anything on the ritual? Did I break any of the... Yeah, I did. Look at this. The gold chalk. So that's why that part isn't working. That's fine. That's an easy fix. Boom. There we go. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Now, this time, let's speed this guy up, and we'll do a test right after this to make sure it works. First of all, let's see if the... Oh, I must have broken it, and that's why we didn't get the last soul gem. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? That's why this one didn't finish last time. Potentially? Yeah, look, it just used the soul gem for that other recipe. Alright, cool. So if I search dragon soul, we're just missing... Oh, God. But if I... Why? But if I search soul gem, I should be able to order one. And... That's all good. The modular router is empty again, which is fine. He's still sped up, which is great. I thought it ran out. Oh, this is actually so good. Now he's gone. Cool. The modular router, once again, is still empty. I should now be able to search just stable wormhole. Attempt to order one. And let's see if that part works. It's possible I might need to redo the logic on it, which is what it's kind of looking like. Yeah, because this guy's saying false, this guy's saying false, yet all the stuff's in here. So what we'll do is we'll grab this out, which means I'm also going to have to grab this out, which means I'm also going to have to grab that out. So top one, bottom one, that should be fine. I'm just going to make a new variable for each of these things, I guess. So for example, one of them will be the wormhole frame, I think. That just seems the easiest. Wormhole frame. Cool. The other one will be the list of items in this. We'll just grab a new one. I'm hoping making a new one doesn't break it. It shouldn't, but who knows with this. Search contains, obviously. We want to say, hey, if the list contains wormhole frame, output redstone signal. And then for the other guy, we want to say, hey, if this list or this list are true, output redstone signal as well. Cool. So then what we can do is we can place in these two guys. We can place in the ore. We can place in that guy. And we can place in this guy. Oh, and then place that guy. There we go. Cool. And even though it's in a bit of an odd shape, the recipe still begins and it still crafts it. All right. Now, once again, because I just want to do like 2 in a row of the recipes, because if it breaks every time we do a new recipe, then this system doesn't work. There's no point in you guys wasting your time crafting it as well. So we'll get that guy done, and then I'll search for a soul gem as well. See if like it breaks each time. Should be a little embarrassing. I could probably speed it up even more, but it's pretty fast. So let's see, that guy's done. Cool. Soul gem time. Let's see. The book shows up. The recipe shows up. It begins. Speed it up even further. Okay. Boom. And then stable wormhole. How good is this? And there it is. Yes! Oh, this is perfect. This is actually so good. All right, well, cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Hopefully it'll be daytime soon for a nice thumbnail. Doesn't matter. I think it'll be fine. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you, of course, to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy and Final Phoenix 13. Thank you for the helpful comments. We might try to mess around with some of the different mods. But we'll see. I realized like we should be able to do this. We have the technology. We know how to do. We know at the very least how to do one item at a time. Like surely we can do this better. And this felt really reliable. You know what I mean? Like there was just small things we had to fix, but it wasn't. I don't know. It felt a lot better. It was still a long episode, but yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.